Alright guys, this is video number 6. I have to start keeping count. This is a 357 Magnum. It's a Marlin model 1894 C. As far as I know, the C stands for carbine. It is a relatively short gun. The only thing that I've really done to it as far as aftermarket is I made it so I could put a sling on it. That's about it. It's got your standard buckhorn sights that flip down. It's got the tapped receiver on it, so you can put a scope mount on it. It's a side eject lever action. So that's what gives people the advantage over the Winchester, is you can put a scope on it. Okay. Now these things were literally made 1894. Okay. Now I'm not saying this one's that old. I'm just saying that's the year that the model come out, obviously. In about 2008, Marlin was bought out by Remington. This one is, it says, North Haven, Connecticut. So this is when Marlin was Marlin. Alright. And now that Remington owns Marlin, you're going to see that it says made in New York. So, what else was I going to say? Just had it at the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, the front sights on them are different. See, this is what I got. Okay, the ones that Remington are putting out now, the barrel band's behind it, and it's this one that actually is kind of a little bit longer. It's a squared up kind of sight, but it's got the same kind of bead and everything on it. So it's pretty much like the Model 336W. So as I said before, you could shoot 30 gauge specials through it too, and 357s. Today we're going to be shooting some 38 special reloads. Alright. It's got the micro groove barrel. As you can see, it's the what I've seen people refer to as the cowboy style stock, where it's not a pistol grip, it's just straight. Squared up lever, it's a squared up bolt. If you notice on the Model 336W, the newer ones, it's not a square bolt, it's rounded. The loading gate on this one's still kind of stiff. I got this gun free, and it seems that this gun really hasn't been used a lot. And after putting 100 rounds to it the other day, this action is really, it's like butter. Put a little red paint on the front sight to help us out here. My camera guy get that. And I have sighted it in. So we're going to take a few shots with it at 50 yards and see how this gun fares. Okay. I'm going to let my camera guy get his ears on here. So just give him a second. Now the brass for this, it's all different brands. One's Norma, one looks like it's Hornady or Federal. The majority of it is Norma. It's got a half cock safety. Lately I've been kind of in the mood for lever guns. They've been around for a long time, so I do believe that they've been proven to be some pretty good guns, especially Marlins. This one's got a relatively thick barrel on it, so I shouldn't have any problems as far as, you know, the loads that I'm shooting with it out of. In case any of you are wondering how a lever action kind of locks to make it safe, most of your bolt actions have rotating lugs that lock against this. Well, if you see this cutout on the back of the bolt, what happens is as you close this lever, an actual lug will come up and jam itself in there, and that's what prevents this bolt from coming to smack you in the face. You notice that the firing pin is kind of this two-piece design, how it kind of sits down. That's kind of a safety precaution. What they do is after the locking lug goes up inside there, it pushes it up and aligns it with the firing pin. So let's get down to business. Alright, this one literally feels like a 22, I swear to God. The recoil is bare nothing. We're going to wait for a car to pass here. Normally we'd be out on some deer property, but alright, we're good. I didn't rack the lever hard enough on that. As you can see, that thing didn't even move. Give it a second. Yeah, it does kind of make it a pain to shoot. And then we got another one. Let's see what else, what other history I can recall on it. Did we drop one here? We did. Apparently I accidentally ejected a loaded one. A little history, lore history on it. As far as I know, a lot of people like to use them for trunk guns because they are so relatively short. Okay, we're good. One last shot. Let's go check it out, guys. Might be a little bit of a long video, but oh well. Now, believe it or not, it's the first time I've been able to sight it in at about 50 yards. I've only ever had it sighted in at about 25. So, I guess see how it did. I'm hoping to get a lot more guns in our channel in the future. There's still a few yet that we have to do. Then after that, we'll see if we can have some friends of ours review some of theirs. I can see one hit. Definitely see the grouping on the log back there. 1, 2, 3, 4. These ones are here before, so we got this and 5. So maybe it's just me. Maybe the reloads are doing a little bit of vertical stringing. But as we can come back here, we can see where it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So remember, these are reloads. These aren't factory loads. I brought the reloads today just to have some, just to plink around with. So yeah, that's about it. We'll take one final look at the gun. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, comment if you have any questions at all. Even if you have a little bit of history or anything to add, be sure to put it in the description. And subscribe if you want to. If you like what you see, definitely let us know. So